Let's start with something that will shift your entire perspective. The idea that we are not just physical beings living in a three-dimensional world. You've heard this before. Your body is temporary, but your soul, your energy, your consciousness, that is eternal, infinite, and multidimensional. Right now, you're living in what we call the third dimension, a dense, physical plane, where everything feels separate. You look around and you see things as me versus you, good versus bad, success versus failure. But what if I told you there's a higher dimension waiting for you, one where these dualities dissolve, where everything feels connected, and where you can experience limitless peace, clarity, and joy? That's the fifth dimension. And here's the best part. You don't have to wait years of meditating in caves to access it. You can begin to shift your energy and step into this higher state of consciousness right now, today. But first, you need to understand what's holding you back. The 3D world, as we call it, is designed to keep you immersed in distractions. Think about it. How much of your life is spent reacting to things outside of you? Maybe it's worrying about money, relationships, your career, or even scrolling endlessly through social media. These things keep your energy stuck, heavy, and scattered. And don't get me wrong, it's not your fault. The 3D world is set up this way to challenge you, to test whether you can rise above it. But here's the truth. If you can learn to shift your energy and focus inward, you can elevate yourself beyond the 3D and begin to access the fifth dimension, where your true power lies. So, let's talk about energy. Everything in this universe is energy. Your thoughts, your emotions, even the cells in your body. And energy vibrates at different frequencies. Fear, doubt, anger, these are low-frequency energies that keep you tethered to the 3D world. Love, gratitude, joy, these are high-frequency energies that lift you closer to the fifth dimension. The first step to boosting your spiritual energy is to become aware of what kind of energy you're holding on to. Let me ask you, what's weighing you down right now? What fears, resentments, or doubts are you carrying? Take a moment to really think about this, because awareness is the first step to transformation.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
Once you've identified what's holding you back, it's time to let it go. One of the fastest ways to release low-frequency energy is through your breath. You might not realize it, but your breath is one of the most powerful tools you have for shifting your vibration. When you're stressed or anxious, your breath becomes shallow, keeping your energy stuck. But when you take deep, intentional breaths, you flood your body with life force energy. What some call prana or chi. Right now, I want you to try this with me. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose for a count of 4. Hold it for a moment, and then exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. Do this a few times. Feel the tension leaving your body. Feel your energy beginning to lighten. This is the first step to boosting your vibration. Another powerful way to raise your energy is through gratitude. I know you've heard this before, but let me explain why it works on a spiritual level. Gratitude isn't just a nice feeling. It's a high-frequency energy that instantly aligns you with the fifth dimension. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you shift your perspective from lack to abundance, from fear to love. And the more you practice gratitude, the more you'll notice your reality beginning to shift. Here's an exercise. Every morning when you wake up, write down 3 things you're grateful for. And don't just list them, feel them. Feel the joy, the love, the appreciation flowing through you as you think about these things. This simple practice can completely rewire your energy. But gratitude alone isn't enough. To truly boost your spiritual energy, you need to clear out the clutter in your life, both physically and energetically. Think about your home, your workspace, your relationships. Are they filled with things that inspire you and lift you up? Or are they filled with chaos, negativity, and things that drain your energy? Clearing out physical clutter is a symbolic act. It tells the universe that you're ready to make space for higher vibrations. And clearing out energetic clutter means setting boundaries, letting go of toxic relationships, and being mindful of what you consume, whether that's the food you eat, the media you watch, or the conversations you engage in. Let me ask you something else. How much time do you spend in nature? The natural world vibrates at a higher frequency than our man-made environments. When you spend time in nature, whether it's walking barefoot on the grass, sitting by the ocean, or just feeling the wind on your face, you naturally begin to raise your vibration. Nature reminds you of your connection to something greater, something infinite. So if you want to boost your energy quickly, make it a habit to connect with the earth. Even just a few minutes a day can make a huge difference. Now, let's talk about visualization. Your mind is one of the most powerful tools you have for shifting your energy. When you visualize yourself in the 5th dimension, feeling light, free, and connected, you begin to align your energy with that reality. Here's a simple exercise. Close your eyes and imagine yourself surrounded by a golden light. This light is warm, loving, and powerful. See it filling every cell of your body, clearing away any negativity and raising your vibration. Imagine yourself stepping into a higher version of yourself, one who is confident, peaceful, and aligned with divine energy. The more you practice this, the more you'll begin to embody that energy in your daily life. But here's the thing. Boosting your spiritual energy isn't just about what you do, it's about who you are. It's about how you show up in the world, how you treat others, and how you treat yourself. If you want to enter the 5th dimension, you need to align your actions with higher energies like love, compassion, and truth. This means being honest with yourself about where you're out of alignment. The word may tempt false to say peace. Once again, are there areas in your life where you're acting out of fear instead of love? Are there ways you're holding yourself back from your full potential? These are deep questions, but they're necessary for growth. The 5th dimension isn't a place you go, it's a state of being. And the more you raise your vibration, the more you'll begin to experience glimpses of it in your daily life. You'll notice moments of synchronicity, where everything seems to flow effortlessly. You'll feel a deeper sense of peace, even in the midst of challenges, and you'll start to see the world through new eyes, eyes that recognize the divine in everything and everyone. Now that we've started clearing the blocks and raising your vibration, let's go deeper into the mechanics of this transformation. You've already begun to sense that the shift to the 5th dimension isn't about going somewhere else. It's about changing how you perceive and experience the world. It's about rewiring your energy, thoughts, and emotions to align with a higher frequency of existence. But here's the truth. The leap from 3D to 5D isn't a gentle stroll. It's a quantum leap. It requires you to radically shift the way you think, feel, and interact with reality. Let's start with one of the most important truths about the fifth dimension. It's a state where linear time dissolves. In the 3D world, we're obsessed with time. We measure our days, our achievements, and even our worth by the ticking of the clock. But in the fifth dimension, time is no longer linear. It's fluid. Past, present, and future exist simultaneously, and you have the power to tap into any moment, any possibility, at any time. This is why people who align with the fifth dimension often experience synchronicities, those magical moments where everything seems to align perfectly, as if by divine orchestration. There are some people who are deemed to find this same divine space in things like meditation, psychotherapy, and the deep cooling of the attunement cool. Here's the key. To access this fluidity of time, you need to step out of the mental construct of waiting. Think about it. How often do you tell yourself, "I'll be happy when"? Maybe it's when you get the promotion, find the relationship, or achieve a certain goal. But here's the problem. Waiting keeps you stuck in a lower vibration. It keeps you chasing something outside of yourself, when the truth is, everything you desire already exists within you. In the fifth dimension, there's no waiting. There's only now. The more you can anchor yourself in the present moment, the more you align with 5D energy. But let's get practical. How do you stop waiting and start living in the now? One powerful tool is mindfulness. I know it sounds simple, but mindfulness is one of the most transformative practices for shifting your consciousness. It's about bringing your full awareness to the present moment, not dwelling on the past, not worrying about the future, but fully immersing yourself in the here and now. When you're mindful, you connect with the infinite possibilities of the present moment. You begin to see the beauty, the magic, and the divinity in everything around you. Here's an exercise to help you practice mindfulness. Pick an ordinary activity, like eating a meal or taking a walk, and do it with your full attention. Notice the colors, the textures, the sounds, the sensations. If your mind starts to wander, gently bring it back to the present moment. This might seem simple, but it's incredibly powerful. The more you practice mindfulness, the more you'll find yourself naturally aligning with the fifth dimension. Now let's talk about another essential aspect of 5D consciousness: unity. In the 3D world, we live in separation. We see ourselves as separate from others, separate from nature, and even separate from the divine. But in the fifth dimension, this illusion of separation dissolves, and you begin to experience the oneness of all things. You realize that every person, every tree, every star is an expression of the same divine energy. And with this realization comes a profound sense of love and compassion, not just for others, but for yourself. But here's the challenge. To experience unity, you have to let go of judgment. Judgment keeps you stuck in the 3D world, where everything is labeled as good or bad, right or wrong. In the fifth dimension, there's no room for judgment, because everything is seen as part of the greater whole. This doesn't mean you condone harmful behavior. It means you look beyond the surface and see the divine essence in everyone and everything. Let me ask you, what would your life look like if you stopped judging yourself and others? How much lighter would you feel? Releasing judgment starts with self-compassion. Think about the way you talk to yourself. Are you kind, or are you constantly criticizing yourself? The way you treat yourself sets the tone for how you treat others. If you want to align with the fifth dimension, start by cultivating unconditional love for yourself. When you make a mistake, instead of beating yourself up, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? Remember, every experience, no matter how challenging, is part of your soul's evolution. Another key to anchoring yourself in 5D consciousness is learning to trust your intuition. In the 3D world, we're taught to rely on logic, reason, and external validation. But your intuition, your inner knowing, is far more powerful than your logical mind. Your intuition is your soul's way of guiding you toward your highest path, and the more you listen to it, the more aligned you become with 5D energy. Have you ever had a gut feeling about something, only to ignore it and regret it later? That's your intuition. It's always speaking to you. You just have to learn to trust it. Here's a simple way to strengthen your intuition. Start by tuning into your body. Your body is incredibly wise, and it often knows things before your mind does. The next time you're faced with a decision, instead of overthinking it, close your eyes and tune into your body. Notice how each option feels. Does it feel light and expansive, or heavy and constricting? Your body will always guide you toward what's aligned with your highest good. Finally, let's talk about surrender. This is one of the most profound lessons of 5D consciousness. In the 3D world, we're constantly trying to control everything: our circumstances, our relationships, our future. But control is an illusion. The truth is, the more you try to control, the more resistance you create. In the fifth dimension, you learn to surrender, to trust that the universe is always working in your plan. And surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means letting go of resistance and allowing life to flow. Let me ask you, what would happen if you stopped trying to control everything and simply trusted the process? To feel the space that surrounds us, you must control the conversations. What you listen for dictates how you feel. Surrendering doesn't mean you stop taking action. It means you take inspired action, guided by your intuition and aligned with your highest self. It means you let go of the need to force outcomes and instead trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. And when you surrender, you open yourself up to miracles. You create space for the universe to work its magic, and you begin to experience the effortless flow of 5D living. Now that we've explored mindfulness, unity, and surrender, it's time to take an even deeper dive into your true nature. You are not just a human being navigating a chaotic world. You are a divine, infinite soul with untapped potential. Within you lies a unique blueprint, a sacred design encoded in your energy field that holds the key to your highest purpose and greatest power. This blueprint is your direct connection to the fifth dimension, and activating it is how you manifest a reality that aligns with your soul's deepest desires. The question is, are you ready to unlock it? To activate your divine blueprint, the first thing you need to understand is that your thoughts are not just happening inside your head. Your thoughts are energy broadcasting signals out into the universe. The frequency of your thoughts determines the reality you experience. In the 3D world, most people operate on autopilot, allowing fears, doubts, and limiting beliefs to dominate their thinking. But here's the truth: every thought you think is shaping your reality. If you want to create a 5D existence, you must take control of your thoughts and consciously choose ones that align with higher frequencies like love, abundance, and joy. Let me ask you, what stories are you telling yourself about your life? Are you telling yourself that you're not good enough, that success is hard, or that happiness is something you'll find someday in the future? These stories are not just thoughts, they're energetic programs that keep you stuck in the 3D world. The good news is, you have the power to rewrite them. Start by becoming aware of the thoughts that run through your mind on a daily basis. When you catch yourself thinking something that feels limiting or heavy, stop and ask yourself, is this thought serving me? Is this the reality I want to create? If the answer's no, replace it with a thought that feels expansive and empowering. For example, instead of thinking, "I'll never figure this out," try thinking, "I'm learning and growing every day, and the answers will come to me when I'm ready." But reprogramming your thoughts is just the beginning. To truly activate your divine blueprint, you must also align your emotions with the frequency of the reality you want to create. In the 5th dimension, emotions are powerful tools for manifestation. When you feel joy, gratitude, or love, you send out a high-frequency vibration that attracts more of the same into your life. But when you dwell in fear, anger, or despair, you lower your vibration and draw in experiences that match those feelings. Here's a powerful practice to help you shift your emotional state. Each morning, before you start your day, take a few moments to visualize the life you want to create. Close your eyes and imagine yourself living in the 5th dimension, feeling light, free, and connected. See yourself surrounded by people who uplift you and experiencing abundance in all areas of your life. As you visualize this, focus on the emotions it brings up. How does it feel to live this life? Let those feelings flood your entire being. This practice isn't just about imagining, it's about embodying the energy of your desired reality. The more you do this, the more you align with that frequency and the faster it begins to manifest. But let's go deeper. Activating your divine blueprint also requires connecting with your soul's unique gifts and purpose. Every soul comes into this world with a specific mission, a reason for being here. Your mission might not look like anyone else's, and that's because your blueprint is one of a kind. The problem is, most of us get so caught up in societal expectations or external validation that we lose touch with what truly lights us up. So let me ask you, what makes you feel most alive? What are the moments when you feel completely in flow, like time disappears and you're fully present? These are clues to your soul's purpose. Pay attention to them, because they are guiding you toward the life you're meant to live. To tap into your divine blueprint, spend time in stillness and reflection. Meditate, journal, or simply sit in silence and ask yourself, what does my soul want to express in this lifetime? What gifts am I here to share with the world? The answers may not come all at once, but the more you ask these questions, the clearer they will become. Trust the process. Your soul wants to guide you. It's always sending you signs and nudges. The key is to slow down, tune in, and listen. Now let's talk about the role of energy healing in this process. Your divine blueprint is encoded in your energy field, but over time, this field can become clouded by negative patterns, unresolved emotions, and energetic blockages. These blockages act like static, preventing you from fully accessing your higher self and stepping into the fifth dimension. Energy healing practices like Reiki, sound healing, or chakra balancing can help you clear this static and restore the flow of your energy. Even something as simple as spending time in nature or taking a salt bath can help cleanse and recharge your energy field. Another powerful tool for activating your blueprint is affirmations. Affirmations are not just words. They are energetic declarations that align you with your highest self. When you speak affirmations with intention and feeling, you send a clear signal to the universe about the reality you want to create. Here are a few affirmations to help you align with light, fully connected to my higher self. I am a divine being of light, fully connected to my highest. I trust the universe to guide me toward my highest good. I am abundant, free, and aligned with my soul's purpose. Repeat these affirmations daily and notice how your energy begins to shift. But here's the most important thing to remember. Activating your divine blueprint isn't about becoming someone different. It's about remembering who you already are. The fifth dimension isn't something outside of you, waiting to be reached. It's within you, waiting to be awakened. All the wisdom, power, and love you need are already inside you. The journey is simply about peeling back the layers of fear, doubt, and conditioning that have been covering it up. So, let me ask you one final question for now. If you knew without a doubt that you are a divine being capable of creating any reality you desire, how would you live your life? Sit with this question. Reflect on it deeply, because the answer holds the key to unlocking your infinite potential, including it. We've come so far on this journey, and now it's time to take the final step. To not only access the fifth dimension, but to fully embody it in your daily life. This is where the real magic happens. It's not enough to experience glimpses of higher consciousness during meditation or visualization. You must bring that energy into every moment, every interaction, and every thought. You are here to become a bridge, a living conduit between the 3D world and the infinite possibilities of the fifth dimension. And when you embody this truth, you don't just transform your own life, you elevate the vibration of everyone and everything around you. Let's start with a profound realization. The fifth dimension isn't a destination. It's not something you reach and stay in permanently, at least not while you're still living in a physical body. Instead, it's a state of being that you can learn to access more and more consistently. Think of it like tuning into a radio frequency. The 3D world is filled with noise, fear, judgment, and separation that can pull you out of alignment. For instance, but the fifth dimension is always available, like a higher channel, waiting for you to tune in. The question is, how often are you choosing to tune in? Why? Help. To embody 5D consciousness, you must make it a daily practice. This isn't something you do once and forget about. It's a way of living. Start by setting an intention each morning to operate from your highest self. Ask yourself, how can I show up today as the most loving, present, and aligned version of myself? Write this intention down if it helps, and keep it at the forefront of your mind throughout the day. This simple act of intention setting aligns your energy with the fifth dimension and primes you to respond to life from a place of grace and wisdom. Night. But life will test you, it always does. You might find yourself stuck in traffic, dealing with a difficult coworker, or facing unexpected setbacks. These moments are your greatest opportunities to embody 5D energy. Instead of reacting with frustration, ask yourself, what would my higher self do in this situation? How can I respond with love, patience, or understanding? This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to approach challenges from a higher perspective, seeing them as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. Another key to embodying 5D consciousness is cultivating emotional mastery. In the 3D world, emotions often control us. We get swept away by anger, fear, or sadness, and we let these feelings dictate our actions. But in the fifth dimension, you become the observer of your emotions rather than their victim. This doesn't mean denying your feelings, it means honoring them without letting them overpower you. When a strong emotion arises, pause and take a deep breath. Ask yourself, what is this emotion trying to teach me? How can I process it with awareness and compassion? By doing this, you transmute lower frequency emotions into higher frequencies, like understanding, forgiveness, and peace. Let's talk about relationships, because they are one of the most powerful ways to practice 5D living. In the 3D world, relationships are often transactional, based on what we can get from the other person. But in the fifth dimension, relationships are about connection, growth, and unconditional love. This doesn't mean you tolerate harmful behavior or stay in situations that drain you. On the contrary, embodying 5D consciousness means setting healthy boundaries and surrounding yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Ask yourself, are my relationships helping me grow into my highest self? Am I giving as much love and presence as I'm receiving? If not, it might be time to reevaluate how you're showing up in your relationships, or even which ones you choose to nurture. Now, let's address something that often gets overlooked, your physical body. Your body is the vessel through which your soul experiences this reality, and it plays a crucial role in anchoring 5D energy. If your body is weighed down by toxins, stress, or neglect, it becomes harder to maintain a high vibration. Start by tuning into your body and asking, what does my body need to feel vibrant and alive? Maybe it's more movement, healthier food, or simply more rest. Treat your body as sacred, because it is. It's the bridge between the physical and the spiritual, and caring for it is an act of love. Another powerful practice for embodying 5D consciousness is connecting to your heart. The heart is the portal to the fifth dimension. It's where love, compassion, and intuition reside. In the 3D world, we often live in our heads, overthinking and analyzing everything. But the fifth dimension invites you to drop into your heart space and trust its wisdom. Here's a simple exercise. Place your hand on your heart, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths. As you breathe, imagine your heart glowing with a golden light. Feel this light expanding, filling your entire body and radiating outward. This practice not only raises your vibration, but also helps you make decisions from a place of love rather than fear. Finally, let's talk about purpose. When you embody 5D consciousness, your life takes on a deeper meaning. You begin to see that you are here for a reason, that your unique gifts, experiences, and even challenges are all part of a divine plan. Living in the fifth dimension means aligning your actions with your soul's purpose. Ask yourself, what lights me up? How can I use my gifts to serve others and make the world a better place? The answers might not come all at once, but the more you follow what feels joyful and authentic, the more aligned you become with your higher self. So let me leave you with one final question. What kind of world do you want to create? And how can you embody that vision right now, in this moment? Because the truth is, the fifth dimension isn't something you step into someday. It's something you choose to live here and now. And the more you choose it, the more it becomes your reality. Your journey is just beginning, and the possibilities are infinite.